Aha! This is how to assemble a 3D printed gear heart keychain. I chose to do mine in red and white. Anyway, you will need a 3D printer, a pair of needle nose pliers, a pair of larger pliers, a file, as well as your STL, of course, but we'll get to that later. And you will probably need a piece of sandpaper. And there's the parts that will be coming out of the printer here in a little bit. So here they are. To print them, I use 0.3 millimeter layer thickness. I have it turned on the raft, and as you can see, I put some of the parts of different colors than others because I have a dual head. I can do that pretty easily. Now, I have the raft set on all the parts. That works pretty good. It will need a little bit of cleanup, but I must say the pins don't need as much cleanup as these other gears and this middle piece. Now, when I make it, I like to use this loop one on the top. So there will be an extra part in my case, because I got this other one that's just like it without the loop. I'm not going to be using that one. So, but I'll clean it up anyway. So I'm going to start peeling some of this off the best that I can, and then I'm going to go file it here in a little bit. There's all the little pieces, but there is one thing I'm going to have to do before I file them. If you look, see there's the hole there, but it's covered up with raft material. So I'm going to first go through and carve that out. I'm going to do the same for the teeth. Some have teeth that are blocked out by it. So I'm going to do that next. Alright, so these are ready to be filed. I just file them until they're smooth on the bottom. Time to assemble. So here is what we call the center. And the bottom of this, let's see, should be this one. This is the bottom. So I'm going to put that face down for the first part. And here's the pins. There's the small gear set in white over there. There's the big gear set. So now the trick is you need to take a pin and you need to squeeze one of the clip parts of it there. So you squeeze that clip. To where it's mushed in a little bit. That'll make it easier to go in. But the reason why you need the big pliers is because you can use those to easily get that pin in the hole without slipping at all. So you can get that pin in the hole without them slipping. So I'm going to get the tripod to show you that. So there's the pin that we just squeezed. And now I'm going to put it in the big pliers. Put the squeeze in pointing to the side or something like that. So be kind of like that. And then we take our gear. I like to start with the gear side first. It just makes it a lot easier when you go to do the other side. So I just take the gear. In this case, we can use the one with the loop on top. And this one here will actually be the one that goes on the top. So I'm going to just take it and I'm going to push it in there, giving it a little bit of twisting here as I go. And it'll eventually go in at least part way, and then you can just kind of press it in the rest of the way. See, right now it's in part way, now I'm just going to press it in the rest of the way. And then you heard that little click, so that's in there now. I'm going to keep doing that with all the gears. I'm also going to be squeezing the other side as well. Like this. I kind of think I might have cracked that one a little bit, but that'll make it easier. So I'm going to do that with all the gears. So all the gears are pegged up and ready to go in here. Into the center. So I'm going to hold it with the bottom side down, the one that's on the plate. And then I'm going to take the loop one, the one that has a little loop on it, or the V of the heart. And take that, I'm going to poke it in the top here. This part should be easy to do by hand compared to the other ones. Well, it's being stubborn. I'm going to have to squeeze that peg a little more. It came open again. There we go. Try it again. Okay, so now this one is the big one with the tip and the hole through it. Goes opposite the V, of course. So I'm going to try to get that one in there. Okay, so now I got the fourth gear on here right there. Also, I'll put this one on. So it goes like this. One, and then you got the bottom one here. Yeah, and then you got a lobe on one side here. Got that lobe. You got the point, and you got that gear in between. You got this one on the top. So now I'm going to put this one here and make up another lobe here. It's going to go in something like this. Well, let's see, it's being stubborn. I think it goes this way. Yeah. Forgot to line up the teeth. Get on there. I got it. I think. No, it's not on all the way yet. But I can get it. There we go. So there's that one. I'm going to put the other one just like it on the other side. Just like this. Just being stubborn again. No, wait, no, it ain't. I saw that shifted on me. But it's okay, actually. Try to get this one on. You know, that one's on now. I got 2 more to go. I got this one small one like we did it earlier. And it goes right here. In the same way that the other one did. But the pointiest one towards the edge. Well, the tallest point, I say. Goes like that. And then finally, this one goes over here. And it's got the tallest point towards the bottom. If I recall correctly. No, actually the tallest point goes towards the top. That's how it goes. Goes just like it is. I believe. It's going to be hard to get in there. Hold on. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? There we go. And there it is. Now, it may be hard to turn, so I recommend using a silicone chain lube to lubricate it a little bit before you do anything much. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do that now. Time to lube this up. to do all the joints on it here. Now let's get some spin here, see if it'll work. See if we can get it worked in here. Gotta work it in, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Starting to go here now. Starting to spin a little bit better. Still a little bit stiff in places, but it's getting better now. Yes, it's getting a lot better. Yeah, starting to get there. It's a funny shape there, and then it's like a heart. It's got these sticking out. And I'll hit it one more time just to make sure. And get some more rotation here. And there we go. So I think it's good now. So there we go. The link to this will be in the bottom. It is not my design, but there you go.